Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another one. Welcome to the Night Talk. Welcome in. And I want to talk about how crazy my predictions are and my boy finally getting his pump that he deserves. The pump of one of my favorite fucking cards, dude. Squirtle. And I just want to show how diabolically right my predictions are. Squirtle was $40, and I told you guys on this channel to buy these at near mint for $40. They are now selling for $108 on TCG Player for near mint. That's crazy. As it rightfully should. That card is fucking gorgeous. But this is why none of the Pokemon YouTubers even compete, dude. None of them say what I do. You watch my channel, and it's like, I know sometimes we fuck off and have fun, but my predictions, they can't even touch them. That's why Pokemon Joy has to watch my channel. Venusaur. Look at that. Said to buy these for $40 or $50. You're finally up. They're like about $85 for near mint. GUEX, I was saying to buy these for like $20. They're now like $35. Mew VMAX, I was saying to buy these for $80. They're now $400. I mean, dude, it is so fucking sickening. I should have bought more of those Squirtles. I was taking those in on trade too, which is the best part. Like if someone wanted like a sealed box or something, I would take cash and then just take those in on trade if they didn't have enough money. So like half of those I didn't even buy with cash, I just bought with like trades. Gardevoir, I don't know if it went up a good bit or not, but the Umbreon is still kind of undervalued from Brilliant Stars. It's only like $70, and I'm surprised it's cheaper than the Squirtle, to be totally honest. But the Squirtle is a beautiful card. I'm going to show you a card to pick up. These are $50. These were like $10 when I got mine. I actually pulled that one out of a pack, but damn it, I don't want to show my secret play. A lot of you know what it is, but it is Iron Crown. I have to buy more of these. If you have PSA 10s or raw copies, I am buying them for like right around full market price. I will pay it. So let me know if you're selling them. And just want cash, I would definitely buy them. But yeah, like, dude, these YouTubers cannot even touch my predictions. They don't even come close. This is another card, the Glaceon Level X has been going up a lot. Oh yeah, Alakazam, now a $60 card. Bought mine for $30. Still, this is a card that's been going up a good bit, is the Alakazam. I have two of them. But the 151 card is doing really well. I was saying they were undervalued on this channel. Lugia, of course, this has been going up a good bit. Have two of those now, but and I really want to explain something with Greninja before I call this video quits. Well, we're only 3 minutes in. We're gonna keep going. Damn it, you guys are slave drivers. So Greninja EX. When you look on the market for this card, there are only two, and they're both on Whatnot, which I don't even consider that like a legit source at this point. Even though you can buy this stuff on there, but they're listed for $12 and $12.50, and there's only two. Like, they're a pain in the ass to find in 10s. And I was telling you guys to buy these at $900. I think these are going to be a $2,000 card. The supply is drying up like crazy, dude. Espeon VMAX, I was saying to buy these on the channel at $850. They're like pushing $950 now. I still think they have a lot of gain in them. The Espeon I still think can run to like easily $1,500. I don't consider it a bad play at all. Glaceon, Leafeon, I was saying everybody's at like $450. They're now $750. Lugia, as we already know, I was saying to buy that. Pretty much any Lugia you can get in your collection that's in mint condition, be it PSA 10 or regular, you're good. But I want to show you guys something really sickening. So check this out. See all those celebrations down here? I was telling you guys to buy those on the channel. Where is it at? There's like 50 of them down there. I bought those for $20 each. The ones with the Evolving Skies packs, I seen one sell the other day with the Evolving Skies for $220. The cheapest one listed with Evolving Skies that I was seeing is $230. I was saying to buy these at like $75, $80. Dude, they have taken off. They're hard to find, the Evolving Skies ones. So if you see them and people don't realize what they have. Buy them at the $100, $150 range, even like $160 if you got to pay it. They're worth it. Just the Charizard promo in there is $10, plus all the good packs you get. I was saying that on this channel multiple times. Like, there it is, and its greatness with Evolving Fusion and 2 celebrations. But yeah, a few people have, there's not even that many on the market either, but a lot of people that do have the ones with Evolving Skies, $230. That's fucking nuts. I was buying these like crazy for $20 each. Like, that's insanely good. Crown Zenith has seen a massive spike. The Sea and Sky boxes have hit 200. The Crown Zenith regular ETBs are $230. Figured you guys would find that shocking. And what else? Oh yeah, I really do want to take this moment because one of my subscribers, they said, I could see Evolving Skies. It's got to be $6,000, and I do believe that Evolving Skies, even right now at like 2,800, 3,000, is still so undervalued. And that's why I say, do not forget about Evolving Skies. Like, this shit just sleeps in the shadows, and then it blows you away. And like these ETBs, I've seen a couple on Marketplace for $350 just for the regular ETB. This is shit you should be picking up and just throwing in your collection, man. Because Evolving's already $50 a pack. It's drying up. This is shit you should grab. No matter like who you are. But you can find the window tin ones. These are like $600 to $650. They're still a good buy. These are going to be $1,000. So do not sleep on Evolving Skies. Do not sleep on Evolving. Even right now is still not a bad time to buy because everyone's still liquidating. Everyone's still collecting their profits. But I'm telling you, it's going to dry up. And just like Prismatic, everyone was liquidating. Just like Crown Zenith Sea and Sky boxes, everyone was liquidating them for $70 because they bought them for $40. And now supply has dried up of Crown Zenith. And it is fucking $200 for the Sea and Sky boxes, closer to $220. I knew a guy, if you still watch this channel, let me know. I knew a guy that bought $6,000 in Crown Zenith packs alone, or 6,000 Crown Zenith packs, I think. He had a lot of Zenith, but he just bought up a shitload of loose packs for $5. He has to be laughing his ass off at this point because he is set. Let me know if you still watch my videos, man. If you still do, touche. But that's my point. Prismatic, whatever their version of Sea and Sky boxes are, I still think now they get to $100, they're not a bad pickup, just because the packs are just so ridiculously cheap that you might as well. But like that's stuff I would be grabbing. Stuff I would consider grabbing though that is small, even though I say don't grab like a bunch of small bullshit, is these 151 poster collections, because like they are pretty sick, but the prices of these have been going up. I bought my case for like what, $80. They're now like $240 and like rising. I'm actually selling my case for $200 tomorrow, just to liquidate them. I know I'm gonna regret it because I know these are gonna keep going up because they are kind of a unique box with Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, but I'm willing to get rid of those instead of cashing out on my Celebrations stuff, because I think Celebrations, those Lance's Charizard boxes are going to run to $300. And this is why I say to be happy with what you got. And like I said in my last video about being happy about like what you already have, and like quit bitching, be happy with what you got, and to grab what you can. But my point is, there were a lot of times during this Celebrations deal where like they hit 75, and I was dying to cash out on these because I bought them so cheap at 20. I was so impatient, and I just kept it in my collection, and I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for it to get older, like my game plan was. And we're at, like I said, at least $200 a piece, and it's wild. And even at that price, I still feel like these are not that bad of a deal. I think you could see these run to like $300 or $400, no problem. With the Evolving pack, you're already getting a nice win. 4 celebrations evolving in a fusion pack. Like, if you're finding some dumbass selling these for like $100, you need to buy them like right now. Even though I don't recommend buying a bunch of random garbage, the packs just make up for it. That's like one of the few times I give the pass of like, okay, yeah, buy that. So the next thing I want to talk about is why I bought some of these boxes, of saying why to go for your dream box, and extracting value out of deals like this. So if you look online, there is actually a guy that has open like a case, and he wants $10,000 a piece for the mint perfect Cosmic Eclipse boxes. So I was very happy to get this one for $4,000, and I know you can find them, on the market for $4,000 to $5,000. But my point is, to find a really mint one, if you're finding them for like $4K, you should probably grab it, because I don't think you're going to find Cosmic for like under $10,000 very soon. And it's a box worth getting. And I think time is running out. And that is why I grabbed my Cosmic. And that was just another reason why I grabbed my Team Up, because I'll explain the deal with Team Up. But Unified Minds, I grabbed it because like it's almost as good as Cosmic in my book. And I could see it be like $7,000 to $10,000. But my point on Team Up is, since I got it for $8K, you already know, considering Cosmic will probably be $10,000, why I got Team Up. With Team Up, I just think it's going to be a thing where it's already so fucking hard to acquire and so difficult to acquire that I think this will be an outlier set like Phantom Forces. Like, I think Phantom Forces will probably run to $25,000. And that's where it really should be right now. And I think Team Up should be at like 15. So just because of the factor of finding an honest seller that isn't going to fuck you over, worrying about getting a box that isn't fucked with, and just all the factors that go into worrying about large sums of money and boxes being exchanged, make this more of a rare coveted item. And I think in another 2 years, like, it's weird to say that should affect the price, but of how difficult it is to acquire it, the price, worrying if you're getting scammed or not, and no one wanting to sell it in the first place. I think you'll see these be like $20,000, 15, $20,000, no problem. And that's why right now, really at 8 or 9, it's not a terrible deal. It's a better set than Ancient Origins. Ancient Origins is already like 8K. And the Latios, Lovebirds is such a better card than anything out of Ancient Origins. And it will just never compare to Team Up's greatness. So even though I like Ancient Origins, Team Up really should be closer to $15,000, because it's that much more special of a box. It was super short printed. The chase card in it's worth like fucking $12,000 in a PSA 10. It has the Gengar, and like, honestly, Team Up is just a box that if it was extremely hard to get 3 years ago, and now it's really, really hard to get and expensive. Imagine another 2 years from now, most people did not buy it or hold on to it. And you're pretty much going to be, I'm pretty much going to be one of the only people, besides some people out there, that have one, because most people didn't want to go through the hassle of risking getting scammed, risking spending $8,000 in a clip. And most people just didn't inconvenience themselves. And I've realized every time someone doesn't inconvenience themselves to do something in Pokemon, that's the product to usually buy that skyrockets, believe it or not. And I think that's what's going to happen in Team Up's case. Plus, we already know Team Up's a very fucking special box. Same with Unified, Cosmic, Unbroken, but especially just Team Up, man. It really is just like the greatest set of the era. But what was I gonna say? Something else about boxes. What was I gonna say? It was something about what, Temporal or Obsidian? I don't know. I'm fucking tired. Obsidian Flames Ninetales went up. I was saying to buy it at 20. It's like 40. But yeah, it's just like I said. Oh yeah, where I wanted to get at. I know what I was gonna say. I had a brain fart there for a second. With like sets like Obsidian. This got expensive because no one wanted to buy it. And since no one bought it and thought it was a shit set, it now just like blew people's expectations away, and no one stored it away, so now it's more expensive. Like Pokemon works in strange ways like that. Um, and it is mind blowing how it works. Like the PC TVs of Obsidian, no one stored them away. Most people ripped them open, and now they're just really scarce, which is crazy. But it works in strange ways like that, and no one wanted to be inconvenienced with buying it. Most people had already bought a lot of Sword and Shield, and they just were like, I don't want to get Obsidian. I'll pass on that set. And a lot of sets that people passed on that can have an affection. And a lot of people, when you think about it, they pass on Team Up, not because not because it's a bad set, but they pass on it because it's too expensive, it's too difficult, and most people say, I don't have that kind of money to spend. And sets like that will always do extremely fucking well because they will become more and more and more desirable as people say, "Oh, I can't swing that. I don't want to store that box." And yeah, down the line they'll eventually cave like I did to buy mine, and it'll be like 30 grand by then. So that's why I say to get your grail boxes, get what counts, get what is tough to acquire, and it will do great. And also to be patient with what you have. Even if you didn't buy crazy expensive stuff, be patient with the sealed that you have, and eventually it will just keep going up. Like, look at the Lance's Charizard Celebrations boxes. So anyway, that's all we have for this one. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Night Talk. This episode is sponsored in part by Holland Phantoms, and we're out.